When you're a kid, your parents are superheroes. Think back to when your entire hand could be swallowed up by just one of your father's hands. That grip was the foundation of your world. Absolute safety, unwavering strength. We grow up absorbing this perspective. We expect that protective wall to stand forever, assuming they will always be the ones with the answers, guiding us through every crisis. Then time catches up. A diagnosis, a fall, or just the slow creep of age breaks the spell. Suddenly, the people who carried you can barely carry themselves. But the hardest part of watching a parent age isn't the physical frailty. The real heartbreak is watching their personality, their vibrant, towering presence, quietly shrink away right in front of you. Psychologists call this specific pain anticipatory grief. Normally, grief starts after someone passes away, but anticipatory grief begins much earlier. It's mourning the loss of who they used to be while they're still here. As their health fluctuates, it triggers chaotic emotions, profound sadness, irrational anger, and heavy guilt. And then there's the darkest symptom, the one nobody talks about. Sometimes, in the middle of a sleepless night, you might catch yourself hoping it would just end, to relieve their suffering and your own exhaustion. If you've had that thought, you need to know it is a perfectly normal psychological stress response. It is not a moral failure. It means you are human and you are exhausted. This grief is paralyzing because your brain is struggling to process a massive role reversal. You are abruptly becoming the parent to your own parent, and nothing in life prepares you for that switch. This transition involves a grueling physical reality. Suddenly, your daily routine involves managing medications, assisting with the bathroom, and ensuring the basic survival of the person who gave you life. The psychological dissonance is intense. You are teaching the person who taught you how to walk, how to navigate the living room without falling. You are reminding them of their own history. To survive this, caregivers often have to separate the disease from the parent. When mom repeats a question for the 10th time, or dad lashes out in confusion, it helps to view the illness as an invading entity, a glitch in the brain, rather than a flaw in the person you love. Without creating that mental distance, the weight of cultural duty and physical labor crushes you. It leads to total caregiver burnout and eventually a deep resentment toward the person you're trying to help. Researchers studying caregiver burnout found a framework called self-determination theory that explains why some break under pressure while others find deep meaning in it. To keep the heavy weight of caregiving from crushing you, this visual shows that you need to build 3 specific psychological pillars. Thriving requires satisfying these human needs rather than just blindly following cultural obligations. The first pillar is autonomy. You have to move away from feeling trapped by a mandatory societal duty. Caregiving has to become an active, conscious choice made out of love. You are doing this because you want to, not because you have to. The second pillar is competence. You find pride in mastering the skills to care for them. You learn how to soothe them, how to read their moods, and how to anticipate their needs better than any medical facility ever could. The final pillar is relatedness. This means letting go of the old parent-child bond you're mourning and actively forging a completely new relationship, one where you are the guardian and they are your ward. Caregivers who build these 3 pillars experience lower rates of depression and higher life satisfaction. Those driven strictly by guilt or societal pressure remain trapped in a cycle of stress. Choosing this path doesn't make the sleepless nights less frequent. But having a sense of agency allows you to find moments of pride in a situation that would otherwise feel like a slow, draining defeat. This agonizing period of mourning while they are still alive serves a specific purpose. It functions as a slow-motion adjustment, gradually stripping away the illusions of the past so you can see the person in front of you clearly. This clarity forces you to stop wishing for the old parent to come back. Instead, it anchors you in the present, teaching you to appreciate the vulnerable, fragile person who is still here. Accepting that the loss is coming gives you the chance to leave nothing unsaid. It clears the air, allowing you to remove the burden of future regrets long before the final goodbye actually arrives. Their physical weakness and cognitive decline do not erase their legacy. The decades of strength they provided and the lessons they taught remain perfectly intact. When they can no longer preserve their own dignity, stepping in to protect it for them is the truest test of the love they spent a lifetime instilling in you. You are standing exactly where they once stood. The child who was once held is now the one doing the holding. Stepping into the role of a guardian is a final, concrete way to honor the years they spent guarding you. Reaching out your hand and steadying theirs stands as a sacred tribute to their life. Embrace their fading days. Do it with pride. Do it by choice. And do it knowing you are giving them the absolute dignity they deserve.